first question. Do you know the woman that is making this allegation?
I have no idea, but it is a flat-out lie. I never asked anyone to get an abortion. I never paid for an abortion.
That was Georgia Senate candidate Herschel Walker denying an explosive report published by the Daily Beast earlier this week, alleging that he had paid for a girlfriend's abortion back in 2009. Now, that report had literal receipts to it, as well as a get well card that Walker had sent to this woman after the procedure. However, since we, of course, live in a post-truth world, Walker, upon being challenged, he kept lying, and he's still lying over and over again, even after his own son, who, by the way, not a great person, not a good person at all, called him out publicly, and also called out the abuse of him and his family, his mother. So I think that's something that people tend to gloss over as well. The horrific things, the threats and the intimidation, etc., that Herschel Walker had done to this family. Now, following the denials, this woman, whom the Daily Beast kept anonymous, went back and said, look, not only did he pay me, did we decide to get an abortion, right, and he reimbursed me for it, but I'm also the mother of one of his children. Amazing, right? So they already had another kid together. Now, after these denials, she told the Daily Beast, quote, yeah, I was stunned, but I guess it also doesn't shock me. I'm shocked, but not shocked. That maybe there are just so many of us that he truly doesn't remember. But then again, if he really forgot about it, well, that says something too. Well, look, that says that he's a serial liar. I mean, I think that's pretty clear. Again, there's a couple different problems here. One problem, having so many, children out there that you can't keep track of them. Well, that's a problem. But it's also a problem when you sit there and lie about it when they come out. Now, the woman who is a registered Democrat, which is no doubt going to be a line of attack that Republicans are going to use. Oh, it's a smeared Democrat, operative, blah, 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 deep state. You know it. Whose years-long relationship with Walker had continued after the abortion, told the Daily Beast that her chief concern with revealing her name was because she is the mother of one of Walker's own children and wanted to protect family privacy as best she could, while also coming forward with the truth. Again, the truth being that he's being incredibly hypocritical, trying to stop women from getting abortions, even though he had literally paid for hers. Super hypocritical. All right, now, Walker had also publicly acknowledged that the truth is that the child is his own, and the woman had proved she is the child's mother and provided credible evidence of a long-term relationship with Walker. So even though she's admitted, the kid's mine, but I still didn't actually have an abortion, or anything like that. In fact, here he is going on Hugh Hewitt's show, continued to deny that he not only did not have an abortion, but also, didn't even know who this woman was.
I know it's untrue, and they keep telling me things like that, and it's totally untrue. And I'm not sure why that will be told. I know nothing about any woman having an abortion, and if that had happened, I would have said it, because there's nothing to be ashamed of there. People have done that, but I know nothing about it. And if I knew about it, I would be honest and talk about it.
I know nothing about no abortion, but if it happened, I mean, well, there must be ashamed of. Oh, okay, but hold on here. You called women who get abortions murderers. Anybody who gets an abortion, murderer. Well, wait now. Here's the thing. Isn't that the whole stated purpose that you're against abortion, is to stop the murder of babies? Now, look, we know it's not about that. It's not about life. It's about control, right? And it's about getting people to vote for Republicans because Republicans don't have really anything to offer average people. So they use culture war issues to divide us, to divide the working class, so that you will vote for politicians who will ultimately do the one thing the donors want, which is to cut taxes for the rich and corporations and deregulate business interests. That's it. That's it. So that said, if it happens, there's nothing to be ashamed of. I would agree with that. Yeah, there is nothing to be ashamed of. And yet, you're the one out here that's trying to ban women from getting abortions. So if it's one thing, it's another, right? But all right. Now, the anonymous woman also said that she's been a good sport about this, saying, look, I've been very civil so far. I've kept my mouth shut. I didn't want to keep I didn't want to cause any trouble. I stay in the background. But I'm also not going to get run over time and time again. That's crazy. Well, that's the thing, though. What people like Walker will do for power is exactly that. They'll run over anyone in the way. That's what Republicans will do for power. They have already stripped millions of women, trans men and non-binary people of their reproductive rights. Yeah, if you were an average person, if you were not a wealthy, white, conservative Christian man, then the Republican Party is going to throw you under the bus. You're going to be in the crosshairs. Not in a literal sense, but in a figurative sense. They're going to run you over and over again. Even their own voters, who happen to be, lower class, working class people. And yet their own voters, they don't ever see it coming. Because at the end of the day, look, the people who tell them all these things, they manipulate them, and they're all absolute liars who will do anything that they can in order to get the one thing that they want, and that is power.